Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our station at the entrance to Main Street, USA, gateway to the 7 theme lands of the Magic Kingdom. Please collect your belongings, watch your head and step, and take small children by the hand. We hope you enjoy your day at the Magic Kingdom.
Broadcasting live from 38 Studios in Providence, this is the Go Ask Mickey podcast, helping you with the tips, tricks, and the tools needed to save you time and money on your next Disney vacation. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, send them to goaskmickey@gmail.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to show number 40 for the week of March 12th, 2018. My name's Jerry from goaskmickey.com. And this week, joining me in the studio, welcome back, is the main man, Fast Eddie. On this week's show, we are talking the rumors of the Illuminations Reflections of Earth show that goes on every night over at Epcot. There's a lot of rumors going around that. We want to talk about that and the possibility of the show ending. So we're going to discuss that a little bit later on. Hey, remember, check out the Facebook page over at Go Ask Mickey Podcast and check out the Twitter page and give us a follow over at Go Ask Mickey 1. Check us out over there. Last week, episode number 39, we talked about the car rentals and what you could do compared to a renting of a car and not having a car on Disney property. Last week we talked about the Uber Eats and what that app can do for you as far as ordering food. This week, on the opposite end of that coin, we're going to talk about if you're going to have food, you got to have something to drink, right? So this week we're talking about Drizzly. I want to talk to you about that for a second because Drizzly is an app that is created for your drinks. If you're going to have food, you need to have a drink. So the Drizzly is a partner with local retailers to bring their inventory to customers. This is just like the Uber Eats, except you're getting alcohol. This service is mainly provided through a smartphone app on your iPhone or your Android, and it also has a website. You place your order through the Drizzly app or the website, and Drizzly retailers fulfill the order at the local liquor stores or wherever, and then they execute a delivery. Now, delivery usually takes between 20 to 40 minutes, depending on, how far away you are or wherever. So, Drizzly has drivers to scan IDs to make sure that you're of legal age and you're over the age of 21. Now, Drizzly charges the liquor or the liquor store a monthly fee to use its fulfillment software, such as iPads and iPhones, and it requires a minimum purchase of $20. So, if you're doing this service, you got to purchase $20. You're going to get a $5 delivery charge. So, when you're on Disney property and you need drinks to go with your Uber Eats food, you got to get it from somewhere. Sometimes, you don't have a car because you didn't rent one. You're stuck on Disney property. There's no way to get around. You have to go to the liquor store. You don't want to go to the store at the resort and pay $20 for a bottle of beer. Nobody wants to do that. So, what you're going to do is you're going to order from this app. You're going to, a minimum order of $20, and you're going to pay a $5 delivery charge. And within probably a good half an hour, you're going to get what you want delivered to your room. Now, this, as well as Uber Eats, they do deliver only to the lobby. So you're going to have to pick up the order there. But you know what? You order a case of beer. You're there for a week. You don't have to rent a car. It costs you $5 for them to bring it to you. That's not a bad deal. That is a good deal. Between the Uber Eats and this service, you don't have to go anywhere. I wouldn't leave my resort. You're good to go. So check this app out. It's called Drizzly. You can combine this with the Uber Eats, and you're going to save your time and the money that you need at Walt Disney World, because that is the most important part when you're on vacation there. Whether you're getting around, you don't have to rent a car. This takes away that rental fee. This takes away all the burden of having that car. And you could still get the services that you want through this app and the Uber Eats app. So check it out. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, Email us over at goaskmickey@gmail.com. Lately, we've been getting a lot of trip planning questions. If you have any trip planning questions as well, send them on over. All right, on this week's show, we are saying goodbye to a classic, iconic show. A show that has lasted over 17 years and is still loved by so many. Rumor has it that Illuminations Reflections of Earth will be retiring from Epcot very soon. And this week, we want to talk about the show's history as well as its longevity. But before we do all that, we're going to head on over to the news desk to see what's going on this week around the world.
You're listening to the Go Ask Mickey podcast.
Oh my God!
All right, this is what's happening around the world this week. The citrus swirl is being retired and replaced with the orange swirl. What? All right, next to the Dole Whip, the Mickey's Premium Bar, and the citrus swirl, it's one of the most iconic frozen drinks at Walt Disney World. However, in an odd move, it looks like the citrus swirl has been quietly discontinued, but it's been replaced with an orange swirl. Unfortunately, it looks like this change is going to stay, and a lot of people are up in arms about this. Okay, well, you still have your Dole Whip, you still have your Mickey Bar. This is now an orange swirl. I know, it's not an easy world. Next up, we got the Pixar Experience for kids to be hosted at the Contemporary Resort. Now, beginning, I believe it's April 13th, a children's experience revolving around the world of Pixar will be hosted at Disney's Contemporary Resort. Now, this is an expensive thing going on. It's going to cost your child $65. Yes, $65 per child. And this character experience will feature characters, interactions, and fun activities including Space Ranger training, Woody's Roundup, and the Piston Cup Challenge. So you're going to get Woody, Buzz, and Cars, and we don't know who else. Reservations will be available beginning this week, and the cost of the dinner is included. So now there's a dinner, $65 for child. It doesn't say anything about how much an adult is going to cost. I'm sure it's going to be more expensive, probably $80. You're looking at an expensive dinner. Bing, there, I said it. So that's that going on at Contemporary. Now, over at the former River Country Park site, a new permit has surfaced with hints of a construction site going on. Now, WW Magic, I'm blaming them, reported earlier this week that permits have been filed related to a mysterious project known only as the number 89. These permits show that Disney is planning on making some geotechnical borings, which are typically a pre-construction measure that evaluates the suitability of land ahead of major construction. So they're seeing what this land is made out of so they can put stuff on it. Now, this is near the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campgrounds, and it's right next to where the old abandoned River Country Water Park used to stand. So right now, a lot of people are saying it's going to be a new Magic Kingdom hotel. I don't know. I think it might be a railway of some sort, some other transportation aspect, because the monorails have been really falling apart lately. We don't know. It could be anything. So we're going to wait and see, keep an eye on this one, and I'll let you know as soon as I hear anything else in the near future. Also going on, Club 33, the famous Club 33, the doorbell now appears outside of the American Adventure. Though it hasn't been announced, the rumor for quite a long time is Club 33 would be coming to American Pavilion, and now it seemingly has been confirmed that a small doorbell as well as a Magic Band reader has been spotted right next to the entrance of the former Chase Lounge. Now, certainly means that Disney is about to get ready to officially open the location of Club 33. Announced previously, guests who want to join this exclusive club will need to pay an upfront fee of $25,000. Yes, throw 25 grand and you can ring that doorbell. When they sign their membership contract, they will then need to pay dues. All right, get this. This gets better. Of $10,000 per year after that, as long as they want to keep their membership in Club 33 in good standings. So you're banging 25 grand right up front, and then you got to turn around and pay 10 grand a year just to be able to go into this little building. There's going to be 4 of these throughout all of Disney World. So as of right now, only Golden Oak residents can purchase Club 33 membership, but this is expected to change very soon as Disney opens this up to other interested parties. So what do you think about this? This is crazy to me. This isn't for a person who's gonna go every once in a while to Walt Disney World. This isn't for you and me. If you're listening to this show, this isn't for you. This isn't for me. This isn't for your neighbors. No. This is for like big corporations, big companies. They buy into this stuff, they pay for it, and they give their perks to their clients. You know, like Coca-Cola buys this, and you know they're trying to wow their clients into doing things with them, and they send them on over to this, and you are allowed to go into Club 33 for your vacation. So it's an expensive prospect. I don't know how many people will join this thing. We'll be surprised in the near future to hear how well it does. Okay, we're moving on. Live entertainment at Pandora, the world of Avatar, is getting downsized. Though 2 new rides are the biggest attractions in Pandora, Disney has done a great job in creating a realistic, quote-unquote, atmosphere for this new land, not just through the expertly created environment, but also with a fun show that celebrates the history of Pandora. Known as the I can't even say that. Known as something drum ceremony, this entertainment offering is available throughout the day and helps introduce people to the world of Avatar. So in the beginning, you're going to come into this drum ceremony in the world of Avatar through song, dance, and of course, plenty of audience participation. Although several weeks ago, this show went dark. Boom, gone. And when it came back a few days after, over 5 minutes of the show was cut, and some of the dialogue explaining the history of the land was cut as well. It is unknown why these changes were made, but we guess Disney likely wanted to add showtimes as crowds continue to swell around ahead of spring break. And having this entertainment option is a great way to keep crowds occupied and out of the line for Avatar Flight of Passage, because that line is insane. That's like a 4-hour wait. Speaking of Flight of Passage, the Link Pass is now being handed out at Avatar Flight of Passage, as people already know about this ride. Given the fact that this ride is very well concealed, it's reasonable to think that some guests may not know what kind of a ride this attraction is. Now, because of the simulation, it is quite immersive. It's like Star Tours and Soarin' times 10. You know, it's an intense ride. And this has unfortunately led to some complaints from some guests. So now, in order to keep guests informed and hopefully stem some bad experiences, meaning people getting sick, cast members now hand out special quote-unquote link passes to all guests prior to entering the queue. These plastic cards include safety information as well as warnings, and are kind of similar to the style and function of the tickets given out at the Mission Space ride. Guests carry these passes throughout the whole queue and then hand them back to a cast member before entering the pre-show area. So keep that in mind. If you're waiting 4 hours for this ride, boom, you're getting sick. I don't think that's worth it. Some people do. But I think that is it for the news this week. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back with Illuminations, Reflection of Earth, the history, the background, the experience of the show itself. We're going to talk about that coming up in a minute. Don't go away. Stick around. Alright, so way back when Disneyland just opened, guests would come to ride the rides and then leave the park in the late afternoon. So by the evening, the park would be empty. Walt Disney, the dude, wanted to find a way to keep the guests in the park later on in the evening. So he started doing an evening fireworks show, and it was an instant hit. Now, you fast forward to the year 1999, and Disney is getting ready for the Walt Disney World Millennial Celebration over at Epcot. Disney wants to put on a huge visual production in the park's World Showcase Lagoon. And it wants to create a nighttime visual show using fireworks, pyro, water fountains, fire effects, and lasers. They even named the show Illuminations, Reflections of Earth. This show is a phenomenal firework, laser, and light display, as well as the accompanying music score. The show lasts 12 minutes long, and all 11 countries in the World Showcase are highlighted. Now you can view this show anywhere around World Showcase Lagoon. Obviously, the closer you are to the water, the better. The bridge between United Kingdom and France has a great view, as well as the deck in the Japan Pavilion. The main thing is to claim your spot early. Just like any fireworks show, you want to get there early, own up your territory so nobody can take it. There's a pre-show, and it starts about 30 minutes prior to the main show, with music being played all throughout the World Showcase. Now, there are 6 songs by composers from around the world, and the sound system is absolutely amazing. Now, there's a countdown warning throughout the whole pre-show, getting you ready for the main event. And about a minute prior to the show starting, the lights are dimmed, and the 19 torches representing the 19 centuries are all lit up, and Jim Cummings, the voice of Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and actually many other Disney characters, narrates the show.
Good evening. On behalf of Walt Disney World, the place where dreams come true, we welcome all of you to Epcot and World Showcase. We're gathered here tonight around the fire, as people of all lands have gathered for thousands and thousands of years before us, to share the light and to share a story. An amazing story, as old as time itself, but still being written. And though each of us has our own individual stories to tell, a true adventure emerges when we bring them all together as one. We hope you enjoy our story tonight, Reflections of Earth.
Now, this show is designed to tell the story of Earth and for you to witness the history of the planet. And it comes in 3 parts. Now, part 1 is the very beginning, where the Earth is born and the flames and fire erupt from the center of the lagoon, as well as explosions, and it gives a volcano effect, and a glowing globe glides across the water. In part 2, the triumph of life, the globe then reveals the history of humanity and our achievements on the illuminated surface of the globe to illustrate the history of mankind. And part 3 is the hope for the future. Comets of lights and fire race to the sky as the globe blossoms, kind of like a flower, revealing the torch of dreams which is inside. This show has received several awards throughout the years, including 11 straight Best Outdoor Night Production Show from the Golden Ticket Awards. The centerpiece of the show is the Earth's globe. It is a 28-foot globe housed on a 320-ton barge. The globe is wrapped with 15,000 LED lights, and it makes its nightly journey on a 40-acre man-made lake, also known as World Showcase Lagoon. The globe sits on a 10-foot pedestal and has over 250 mini strobe lights and a 6-computer processor. That's what it takes to run this thing. The globe itself has earned its way onto the TV show Modern Marvels as one of the most complicated piece of show equipment ever made. That's awesome. At the end of the show, the globe blossoms like a flower and reveals a flame torch that rises over 40 feet above the lagoon. The barge itself is a total weight of 150,000 pounds and uses a liquid propane system that sends balls of fire 40 to 60 feet into the air, giving way to that great song, Great Balls of Fire. Over 700 individual fireworks are used during each show, producing over 2,000 visible effects, and a full-color laser system is used emanating from American Adventure, Canada, and Mexico pavilions. And Disney then has to notify Orlando International Airport every night 15 minutes before the show so that the air traffic can be advised of this show. What else we got? We got 19 torches surrounding the World Showcase representing each century, and the 20th torch represents the 20th century and is called the Unity Torch. It is then revealed when the globe blossoms into a flower, and this torch represents the world coming together to celebrate Lifeland as a whole. The cost of the show is $25,000 per show. That's how much it costs to run the show. $25,000 each show. And this show has run every night from October 1st, 1999, all the way to today. Now, back in October of 2017, the sponsorship with Siemens ended, which gave way to the rumors of the show coming to an end. And as of the past few weeks, rumor has it that they have been recording a new soundtrack for the new show. If you haven't experienced Illuminations' Reflection of Earth, you still have time to get to go see it. This is more than just a fireworks show. It is more of an experience that you will never ever forget. So, what do you think about the show? Is it going to be missed? Are you going to be glad that it goes? There's a lot of mixed feelings around whether you like it or not. Some people say it's tired, with the old and with the new. What do you think? Send your comments over to goaskmickey@gmail.com, and we're going to be right back to close out the show right after this.
It's feeding your soul, and go tell somebody if it makes you feel whole, and go tell.
All right, that is it for this week's show. We are out of here. Thank you all for listening, downloading, and being a part of it. You can check us out on Facebook, iTunes, Instagram, Spotify. We're on Spotify now. Podbean. There's so many. Twitter's our main thing, so is Facebook, so check us out over there. If you have any questions, send them on over at goaskmickey.com. And that is it for Illuminations. Hopefully you get to see it before this thing goes away, because they say it's going to be going soon. So if you're going down this year, hopefully you get a chance to say goodbye to it. It's a great show. It's definitely worth going to see. So take a chance and go see this. You won't be disappointed. That is it. We'll check you out next week. And until next time, Disney Nation, those are the words.